There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's turn that down a little bit. I was just testing out some of the different little background musics. That's okay. It's not award winning, I wouldn't say by any stretch, but it's not terrible. Let's see. Today's coffee flavor is spiced, which already cinnamon is a spice, but I don't know how you would have it. But spiced cinnamon. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But when you put enough cream in it, if you put enough coffee mate creamer in it, anything tastes really good. All right. Let's knock out a couple of questions. Let's see. We're almost at 460 digital investors, and we have and I'm not a hater. We have a big free crowd, and hey, I'm nothing against the free crowd, but if we've made you money, you have a damn obligation to get some NFTs. That's all I say. I know Coffee Mate's so good. That one, and there's another one. What's the one that makes? There's like a hazelnut. There's another brand of competitive hazelnut ones. I can almost just drink those things. If you go on the YouTube channel, the normal YouTube one, that video should be there. But I will get Brandon to post that. That was from last week, and I think Brandon was he was just starting into his traveling. He will be, well, in 2 days he'll be here. Not tomorrow, but the day after. The Friday morning broadcast, we will get it done, but it's going to be sloppy. Just understand there's going to be people and all that kind of stuff, because that's the beginning of Investor Weekend. And I did talk to Tufi last night, and he will be here. I don't think I'm going to have him on the air, although we may do like a fireside. That'd be kind of cool. What are you doing? Sometimes stuff sounds expensive that he's tearing up. We'll do like a little fireside. Matter of fact, you can do it right there at the fireside. We can have a fireside chat. But anyway, we'll do something like that. Something fun. I don't know if it'll be like a This Week in Hypercycle, but it'll definitely be something. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, the Investor Weekend starts this weekend, and anybody with it'll be fun. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Good on who was it? Was it Andy that hit your 10x? Somebody hit their 10x take 20, I think, on and we're going to get to markets in a little while on Fetch. You'll notice that there was a big rebound. I can show you these text messages that I send Brandon, but I get these weird gut feelings, especially when things oversell. And I hit Brandon up when yesterday when Ethereum was 34.90 something, and I was like, I want to lean into Ethereum. And I didn't lean into it the way I wanted to, because I wanted to dollar cost average lean into it. So that trade was a good one, but it was a tiny one. Because I'm dollar cost averaging. So hopefully next week's purchase will be good too. I still dollar cost average as much as possible. Just as a general rule. And I think everybody should too, but that goes both ways. Like I dollar cost in and out. It's not just one direction. Okay. Let me see. Let me make sure we got everything knocked. We don't have too much housekeeping to do because, again, Brandon's away. He'll probably have a fair amount of housekeeping starting next week. We have something cool. I don't think it's going to arrive in time. We have like something that we got for the digital, for the people that had the 100 NFTs. We have something cool for you. But we don't know if it's going to arrive in time. We're like, it may arrive after, but anyway, we'll get it. We'll get it for everybody. Yeah, let me see. We'll go look at markets. We're going to do a lot of this stuff. The investor weekend is this week or next week. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's next week. It's next week. It's not like tomorrow or whatever. It's the weekend of the 15th. Yes. Sorry. I'm confusing contractors that are going and like cleaning up stuff with that. Yes. Okay. I went back to view the 15th show and it's not uploaded. The 15th of February. Okay, I'll look. Okay. Anybody that hit it in the last couple of weeks that hit a 10x take 20. Let's look at that. Let's look and see where everyone's at. So let's see. We got one there. You hit a 10x on fetch, and that's good. So that means you were in around what, like 10 cents or something like that, or 9 cents. Yeah, right at the bottom. That's a good one. Let's see. 10x take 20. House money. That's right. That's good on fetch. Yeah, fetch started really running. Is it the ring? No, it's not the goddamn ring. Stop it about the ring. I don't think they don't even have as far as this morning, they don't have a working prototype yet. They have prototype ideas from a bunch of different, like, these companies will send them stuff and say, hey, we can do this for you, we can do that, whatever. But I don't think they're there yet. So yeah. Okay. You were going to discuss how to trade the twin TGE with arbitrage. Did I miss it? Well, yeah, I mean, I think we've said it like 10 times, but I'll go over it again. So the way it would work is, for those of you that participated in, well, first of all, the real way to benefit is that you participated in the early sale, meaning you were part of you got in early, so you have allocation tokens at the TGE. For those of you that don't know, the TGE is the token generation event, which isn't really the token generation event. They actually create the token several days or weeks earlier. And then what happens is, whatever launch facilities, launch pads, exchanges, portals, whatever, that are going to give the tokens out on day one. So it really should be called like the day one token event or whatever, but TGE is what they call them. On that date, any of the early investors, seed investors, whatever's that put money in are going to get some percentage of tokens. In the case of Twin, it's a 6% allocation. 6% of the tokens they're going to get. Great. They get 6% of those tokens on day one. Then there's going to be a 90-day lockup. And then they're going to get distributions over a period of 12 to 18 months, depending on what their agreement was. Okay. Now, that's how it regularly works. If you were part of the early, if you were one of the digital private clients, most of them got in early. So they're going to get their 6% of tokens. If you see on Node Market, let's see, we go here and we go exchange and we go look at Twin. Okay, and we look on here, the buy orders are, but that will obviously change. The sell order 17.5. So everything is at 17.5, right? Okay, great. So we're going to just call the price 17.5. If you see the price of your early issue tokens, hey kitty, if your early issue tokens are 45 cents, then it would make sense, just as pure arbitrage, to sell the 45-cent one and buy the cheaper one here on Node Market. So you see these sales, you could sell 10,000 on like through MetaMask or whatever and buy. Now we will also list the Twin token here. So you could do it that way. But if I was doing arbitrage, I want the quickest settlement. See, I'm not always a home teamer. What I would do is, hey, nope. No. Yeah. He's up to shenanigans. What I would do is I would sell through Uniswap or something like that. Wherever there's liquidity, I would sell the more expensive token and purchase the cheaper token and just keep the difference. That way the token amount stays the same, so you still get to participate, building your Twin and all that, if that's your goal. And you just keep the spread. So 40, let's call the token 15 cents, and let's say it goes to 45 cents. So for every token you sold and bought, you end up with 30 cents. You end up with the spread, right? The 30 cents. So, just you can kind of math that out, right? So that's one way you would do it. When you end up on the cheaper side, let's see, with the less expensive token, other people, I imagine, would probably pay attention to that as well. A lot of that depends on the day one kind of activity. So if I own the tokens early, I'm selling anytime it's above this price. But I want to make sure there's a good margin in there that I can go and snatch it. So one thing that I would do when I was doing a lot of arbitrage trading is I would have both windows open on the computer. One window would be, like in this example, you would have one window as MetaMask / Uniswap, one window at Node Market, and I would go sell, because you always do your sell first to lock in profit. You do your buy second, because if you decide to pull back, you don't have to make your buy or the price goes away from you. So I lock in my profit, then I buy the coin for the spread. I lock in. Stop. Give me a second. Oh, get off the tree. Come here. Come here. Come here, bud. Whoa. This is why I was sitting here, because he likes to eat to eat the palm trees. You want to say hi? Or we're going to have a little guest appearance. Oh, yeah. You want to say hi? Oh, those are good claws. Can I get a kiss? We're talking about arbitrage. Yeah. Want to say hi? Do I get a kiss? Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. Whoa. Yeah. All right. One palm tree was just now saved. Look at all the good that we did. So anyway, you do the sell first. You lock in your profit first. You do the purchase second. I have both screens open on my computer, and that way I can set the orders up before it actually occurs. And then you wait on the sell order until you get the biggest spread, sell it, take your time, make sure it settles, then go over and buy it. Don't do the buy first, because you can get stuck holding both. Okay, so that's how I would do it if I had early tokens. If I didn't have early tokens, then it's a bit more of a gamble, because then you're having to hope you can buy it one place or another cheaper. Now, the other thing you can do is, let's say you didn't get in early and you only have these tokens on the Node Market, the N2N tokens. After 30 days, those are exchangeable one for one. So you could do whatever arbitrage operations you want. And even if you had both assets, on day 30, those are going to trade one for one for twin tokens. Meaning you could sit here on Node Market, and if you saw the price on the DEXs go way up, it becomes more of a speculator's game. But like if you got it and it rose, you could then sell it, buy it. But that's an additional step. Typically, arbitrage trading works best when you're both sides, when you're both pairs. And you can kind of think of yourself as a liquidity pool, and you're just re-arbitraging the liquidity pool. Does that make sense? So in a kind of roundabout way, that's that. All right. 10x on fetch. Sweet. Not very, just 27x on fetch, you son of a bitch. You know what I better get for Christmas? A big old fat ass Rolex. Yeah, that's right. I want the platinum one. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You're going to look it up. It's like 40,000. You're like, you son of a, you're never getting that. Okay. Good on fetch. 9. What do you mean? Eric, do you mean you're 9x? You hit on AGIX. Nice. Yeah, several of you hit on AGIX. Yes, on fetch. 22x on Jesus, Howard. Again, like Tufi, I would be in your case. I want the blue face Howard, the blue face stainless. I'm not a jerk. I don't need all my watches to be platinum. Just the one that John's getting me. Thank you. Blue face. Yep. You know the one. All right. Let's see. 10x take 20 and 2x take 10. Oh, Greenfield was that on Fetch or was that on AGIX? Yes, on Fetch, AGIX, and Fetch. Dear God, man. Cruising's crushing it. Cruising, I will take. You're going to get me the gold link one. You're going to get me the Rolex that has the gold links. That's going to be hard to find. It's stainless, but with gold links. Okay, thank you. And don't go cheap on the band, okay? All right. 7 cents. Nice. All right. So we've kind of knocked it. Let me see. You're working on second 2x take 20. Nice. Okay, so good. So you guys are actually finally acting on your exits. This is important. And by the way, if the price should sell off, don't go punt it right back in. If you must punt it right back in, go and reassess as if you were brand new, as if this was a brand new account. I would urge you not to punt the money back in, but if you must, and you reassess from an investment perspective, the only things that look really good as an investment that are not AI is Bitcoin, and the crappiness of Ethereum. You just got to push it to the side. Think about the narrative. Think about the push. Think about just think about the machine that's going to be behind that. Okay, let's see. Question. You notice that SDAO now has different tiers depending on how much token. I told them to do this 2 years ago. Anyway, depending on how many tokens we have, it's asking to complete KYC. Any word on that? I haven't messed with it. So we'll look at it. Hopefully they've rolled that out. But yeah, they should have token gated that thing 2 years ago. We talked about, because there has to be some damn reason for the Singularity DAO token. Otherwise, why would we hold it? Okay. Both Fetch and AGIX. Good. Nice, Mario. Mario, I will be taking from you a Prada bracelet. They're not too bad. They're not as expensive as the Rolex, I assure you. I just want the little black one. It might have some little gold bits, but the black Prada bracelet. Thank you. I'm gonna get blinged out. And by the way, I will be wearing everything all at one time. I don't do anything half-assed. Everything all at the same time. I'm like a dog. When are you hungry? Yes. When? All the time. I want to eat all the time. Bubba, what are you doing? I got this thing where you get plants all over your house. They deliver all these plants, and he destroyed everything he can get a hold of. He's destroyed it. It's like $2,000 worth of plants. Poof, gone. Yeah. Ethereum fees do make a difference. Make sure you're factoring that in. I had to pay a ridiculous fee last night for something that I absolutely had to do. It was a $91 fee. I hate Ethereum, but not as an investment. As an investment, I don't hate it, because those are two different discussions. And we're gonna go behind the wall here in just a second. Let me make sure I knocked out every question. Jared, what's up, buddy? I know. I need to hire someone that just plays with Loki all day long. Like if they had someone that would clean up mostly after the cat and just play with the kitty all the time, I would hire that person. Right now, I've been getting these little robot balls, and the robot balls, you just charge them like with a US. It's a USD. It's the little one. It's like the little funny one. Anyway, and you turn it on. It's got 4 or 5 different settings, and it rotates through them, and it just spins across the floor, and it makes little colors, and it has a little bell, and it's extremely annoying. But the cat loves it. He'll play with it until it breaks, and then you put it back together, and then he'll go again. It's awesome. Sago. No. All of the plants, these are pet friendly plants. So it was a pet friendly $2,000 that I lit on fire. That's good. My cats eat plastic. God. Okay. I haven't. Let me make sure I knocked out all the questions. We're gonna go behind the wall. Okay. Ardlin asks, at the time of the Twin TGE, if you bought pre-sale tokens, it'll be available to sell on Node Market. Yes, you can sell them on Node Market, but I'm going to be honest with you, if you want some of that day one enthusiasm, I would just sell them through the DEXs. Remember, node market is wallet to wallet, and the first place people are going to go is the DEXs. They're going to go, like right through MetaMask or like at Uniswap or something like that. So if I was a seller, I'm selling there in the initial excitement because you're out. Yes, there's going to be some price effects. You're going to get a little bit of punishment here and there, but that's the way I would do it. Your initial. Now, if you're more patient, but again, a lot of people like to cash in on that day one enthusiasm, but just remember the day one enthusiasm, like in all these projects, only a few people get filled up top. Most people are right in the middle, right? So like Hypercycle went way up and then it came way down, and most people were getting fills in the 30 to 50 cent range. If you bought Hypercycle at 30 to 50 cents, you're still doing real well, right? But if you waited a few days, you got the lower bound. You got 30 to 35 cents, and you're doing well-er. Okay, so just, be patient. If you don't own the tokens at all, you just got to be patient. Okay, do you think there's any truth to the thought that retail won't so much go after old cryptos because they want newer ones? No, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Well, it may make sense to somebody, Aaron. It does not make sense to me. I think retail investors, which by the way haven't been pushed, in registered investment advisors and financial planners, things like that. Anybody that's doing investment advice, they haven't been able to. I don't think that those assets are available for them to promote yet. I don't think we passed that. I think an asset has to trade for 90 days or something like that. I don't know what the rules are, but retail hasn't come. Like, let's call it legacy retail. Let's say that there's legacy retail and crypto retail. Crypto retail is those of us that go to exchanges, to MetaMask, things like that. We make our trades. The new investor. Legacy retail are retail investors through index funds, Vanguard, BlackRock, Fidelity, what have you. So that cohort has not been pitched these assets yet. They see them, but they're not being pitched these assets. You're seeing institutional buying right now. Retail is another wave that's going to come. That's really a whole other thing. And I think that's going to really propel Bitcoin and to an extent Ethereum, and then it will drag the other assets up. But that's where the focus, that's where the headlights are going to be. That's my thinking. Okay, wall time. We'll determine that when we determine that. You bought some NFTs. You know what? Fair enough. That plus my Prada bracelet will be fine. Thank you. Let's see. The problem was not having enough of these tokens when taking a 10x, not enough DCA to accumulate enough. Well, you can't really look at it that way. You did the best by your portfolio. All you can do is expand the reach of your portfolio at all times. That is all you can do. That's all you can do. Yes, 251 on fetch. Tokens are still locked. Woo-hoo. New all-time high on fetch. We're gonna go. Let's go. Well, let's get behind the wall and let me see limit orders. I learned that setting your limit orders manually. Yes, always use limit orders. Always. There's no exception to that rule for me. Ever. Period. Full stop. Never. Never. Now I got a buddy that's trading. You're trading Apple or Facebook or something like that in the equity markets. Yeah, the spreads are tiny. But in crypto, for me, always, I don't care I always use limit orders. I want to know what I'm getting filled at, whether I'm going in or I'm going out. Like, that's it. Caught the dip on fetch, put me to 4x. So from here is 6x still left in fetch. We're going to look at all this and more. We're going to go behind the wall. If you guys are not, if you're not buying me jewelry, which I guess some of you could make the argument you don't owe me jewelry, whatever. For those of you that won't be pimping out my wrists with bling, you should at the very least join us at Digital Investor, because you learn all of this crap and it's important. And being brilliant at the basics is what this is about. You don't need to be. I was talking to a friend of mine who's hanging out with me. You don't need to be particularly genius or anything like that. You just have to be really good at really basic stuff. And that's what we do. And it's game theory, it's cognitive bias, it's understanding the math behind these projects and understanding the basic structure, and then being able to be a competent fiduciary. And then you tune out all of the stupid shit that's floating around out there. That is you tune out the Tikas and the Bankman fried chickens and the Mashinskis and the 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 Rao Pals and all these idiots. You tune out the idiots. You can there's a lot of currency units to be made. Okay. A Casio. Keep your goddamn Casio, Tim. Okay. Yeah. And being early. Being early is also really good. Okay. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. For those of you that are sticking around, we will see you behind the wall in about 15 or 20 seconds after I very slowly go and disconnect all the other outlets.